Hello, Staten Island. My name is Todd Bavona, reporting for the Staten Island Advance, and this is another edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. We chat with someone or a bunch of people from the small business community on Staten Island and sometimes even beyond. And today we have a great organization joining us right now, and the A team joins us from PCCS. And the A team includes, at the bottom of your screen, Alexa Donnelly. She's the Deputy Executive Director for PCCS. Top right of your screen is Alyssa DiAgostino. She's the Communications Manager. Ladies, how are we?
Great. How are you, Todd? Thanks for having us.
Good. Thanks, Todd.
Thank you, ladies. Really appreciate it. All right, let's get right to what PCCS is all about, what it, of course, stands for, how long you ladies have been around for. Alexa, I'll let you begin with a little discussion on PCCS.
Sure. So, like you said, my name is Alexa Donnelly, and I'm the Deputy Executive Director here at PCCS. I've been with the organization about 7 years now, and we provide a variety of different supports and services to people with developmental disabilities, mental health issues, and we really advocate and rally around social change. And, we've been doing this for a little over 10 years. We serve about 600 people, and we employ about 500 people. So we have a pretty large footprint in Staten Island, and we're hoping to, use this spotlight to connect with others.
Been around for 10 years, but I'm sure you haven't seen something like what this COVID-19 pandemic brought to everyone. And I think both you ladies can agree this touched everyone. No one was immune to this, whether you're a small business owner, a student, or whatnot. Which brings me to my next question, Alyssa. How did PCCS adjust at a time like this from working in the in-classroom, in-office setting to having to work in this virtual world? What did that mean for the organization?
Well, it was a really big change for the organization, actually. So we went from doing all of our services and supports face-to-face, in person, whether it be something as simple as a Zumba class to working on life goals. So we went from that to a completely remote way of doing things. So telehealth became a very big part of us. So we were utilizing things such as Google Classroom and Zoom and even FaceTime just to be able to ensure that the people that we support are getting those vital services that they need.
Alexa, I'll go to you with, okay, so Alyssa brings up Zoom and these different ways to provide these vital services. Does this mean you need to pivot how the organization functions in the future? What needs to change? Or, I mean, we're all looking forward to getting back in person, right? But do you find you're going to need to change how you approach and use more of this virtual teleconference world and whatnot? What do you think, Alexa?
Absolutely. I think Alyssa brings up a really good point that it is, telehealth and the virtual platforms are a big part of what we do now. And we'll most likely have a combination of services from in-person to using telehealth to using technology. One of the things that we've been talking about a lot internally is really figuring out a way to expand how we use our current office space, because obviously our administrators have been able to do their jobs and do them pretty successfully with glitches here and there remotely. And so we want to reuse this space for programmatic space for the community to come together, space for us to hold services and classes, because majority of our services, as Alyssa said, are direct face-to-face services. And so although they're still happening, they were what we refer to as community-based services, and right now they're typically in home. So in order to get everybody back into services, we're hoping to use the building as a safe space with precautions, of course, to be able to do that.
So, Alexa, it sounds like this is kind of a good thing in that you're going to expand upon the organization, right? Because you're offering different ways, creative ways. If, I don't know, perhaps someone's not feeling well, needs to stay at home, well, you're still able to communicate with them, right? You're still able to provide what it is you do as PCCS. So, again, I said something good, something positive. I'll end this interview. Alexa, first, a positive takeaway of all this, something, a silver lining or moving forward. What do you have for us?
I think that a real positive piece that has impacted me a lot is realizing how not advanced our field is. So we support people with developmental disabilities, and a lot of other populations and social services have already moved on to virtual platforms and telemedicine and telehealth, and that wasn't allowed to be a billable service in our field. So, COVID pushed that forward, and I hope it's here to stay.
Alyssa, same question for you. A silver lining, positive takeaway.
Definitely our biggest positive takeaway, in my opinion, is the community support that we've gotten so far. And even from the beginning of the COVID pandemic, we really were able to reach out to as many community partners and other organizations that we even hadn't had relationships previously with. And we've all really just come together because we all want the community to succeed and thrive. So I think that positivity and that bond has been really incredible to look at.
And that's been important. That's why Staten Island Advanced named this the Together SI section, right? Together, we're a lot better in getting through something like this better than working just alone, right? It takes a village, it takes a lot of people to take care of the entire Staten Island population. Ladies, the A team, once again, bottom of your screen, Alexa Donnelly, Deputy Executive Director, Alyssa D'Augusto, Communication Manager, PCCS. Ladies, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate the A team joining us here on Together SI Business Spotlight. Very cool information. Good to hear that they're still striving and building off all the support that they've been getting from the community. And heck, again, that's why this section's called Together SI, right? So now we got to do this together in order to get through this pandemic and this quarantine. So looking forward to talking to them again. Once again, the A team, Alexa Donnelly and Alyssa D'Augusto, many thanks to them. And thanks to you for watching this edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. Looking forward to seeing you next time.